This is a warning given by Red Elk in the year 2003. And this is what he says. He basically says, due to the upcoming Earth shift, which is an event that has already started, many people will be experiencing mental distress and even madness. This is how he explains it. He says the inner Earth's plates are grating, creating a vibration that is now opening or thinning various veils. And the veils are the barriers between the different dimensions. All will be experiencing mental and body shifts due to this. The veils will get thinner and much more frequent as time goes on. The veils will reveal phenomena such as visually seeing angels, demonic beings, various inner land beings, which are those that live under the earth, and more UFO sightings. Parallel time shifts will also take place as well. He says, we are made of the earth and are thus attuned to it. What has already started will get stronger, and it's as natural as breathing. By being aware that these things are before you, you will be prepared. And he says this knowledge alone will allow you to accept and understand. Be not afraid. Again, this is natural and happens at each earth flip. Bend like a green reed and you'll be safe. And that was posted by Red Elk. So we're entering into a time where we will probably be seeing all kinds of very unusual, bizarre, frightening phenomena. So we need to be on the lookout. I've experienced a lot of it in the past 3 years. I've seen gigantic UFOs come through vortexes and decloak as they came through. One was so huge, I was out walking the dogs, and it was right there, and it looked like it was heading toward us. It was a boomerang shape. I thought, when I glanced up, I thought a huge jet was getting ready to crash, and it was headed straight for us. But as I looked more closely, I could very plainly, easily see it was a boomerang-shaped craft. The dogs and I ran all the way back to the house. So these things are happening. We've also experienced dimensional creatures. I want to say monsters because that's the feeling that I had, but I've experienced them coming through. About 2 years ago, very late at night, around midnight, the dogs and I went outside, and we went over by an area that's a very deep gully. It's filled with trees. It's from an old farmstead. And just as we approached the edge, something came through. I believe that area itself is also a vortex. Something came through, and as it came through, it made a tremendous crash, so loud that it shook all of the trees down in this gully. Now, I was shocked and very afraid, but once again, I glanced down at the dogs, and they didn't seem to hear anything. It began to claw to try to climb its way up the side of the gully. And I knew what it was doing. I knew it was trying to reach us. And it was so terrifying. I just had to pray and ask for God's protection. As we walked hurriedly to get back to the house, I could hear it clawing at the sides of the gully and trying to rush forward and overtake us. This thing was so gigantic, the tops of tall trees were shaking, and I knew that it wasn't of this earth. So we need to be on the lookout. These things are going to be happening. Some people are more sensitive than others, but we are definitely entering into a time when these things will be coming through, even more than they ever have before.